ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Back to throw. Pickett. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger...
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
He finds his man, complete. That's Robertson.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Now Lawrence.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown Jaguars. Evan Ingram. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Off play action. Pickett.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. 2nd down and 7. The Steelers at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
And this is caught inside the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown.
38 yards.
And the Steelers are back within a score.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Lawrence will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
You ready?
Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Lawrence going to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after 3 drives that ended touchdown, 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 they get bogged down on drive number 4.
Yeah, I don't know how excited you would be on the other side of the ball that they finally didn't score. You know, you're happy, of course, but at the same time, did you have that much to do with it, or did they just get tired?
Maybe it's just a sense of relief at this point. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance, knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
2nd and 5 now. Pickett. Campbell making the catch. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Pickett sets up play action. Back to the same target, Campbell. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett steps away to his left. And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw again on second down.
Pickett drops this one down to Gainwell.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Kenneth Gainwell.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
Taken at the goal line.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
What a tug of war this game has been. A tie at the half. I remember when I was playing, my coaches always talked about the first 5 minutes of each half. That's where you can gain the momentum and seize an opportunity. We've got one team in position to do that right now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
First and 10, here's Pickett.
That ball caught by Campbell. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers.
Marquise Brown.
His second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
On first down, Lawrence.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Lawrence finding Etienne here, catching it on the out route. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So the defense has to stay out and get 1 more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
And the Jaguars are going to get the football back at their own 17. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, standing just outside his own goal line. Here's Austin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Pickett, open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth.
He stiff arms him. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lawrence got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this out past the 25. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Now Lawrence.
Throw left side complete. That's Robertson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Ready, set. Hey, exit. Hey, exit. Hey,
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Robertson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
2nd and 5.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence, flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. That's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game unfold? Both offenses, they're a little bit discouraged with how their drives ended. How will each respond now and can either mount another positive series that ends in points for their team?
To the air on first down with Pickett.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 55 yards.
And the Steelers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 of the 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's good for 28 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Pickett to throw on first down. And this one too low. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Pickett throwing again on second down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Paris Campbell, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Throwing on second and long. Lawrence. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Julian Love picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. He finds Austin complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. George Pickens, his second touchdown tonight. And the Steelers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. To throw on second and 10. Lawrence. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
He finds his man, complete. That's Robertson. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Dancing to his left. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Pickett sets up play action.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Let's go now.
A final shot now for Lawrence.
One last shot at the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Steelers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.